National Football League. And we've got the Dolphins' veteran linebacker. He picked up a sack last week as part of an 8-tackle game. It's the Dolphins and the Hawks, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I'm pretty sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, it will be hard to beat each and every ball game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you only give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Start. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw. Hoover. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Powering forward. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Start. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. To throw on 2nd down. Hoover. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Hoover. That is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And it is good. Well, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a throw here hauled in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Shipley, and he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 39. A gain of 3 last play, this time they double it and pick up 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Collins. 2nd down and 3. Up the middle they go. Holiday. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Shipley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still run the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little
end zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Here now a 3rd down and 8. That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. Start. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the drives and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. Hoover. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Nifty move. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On the ground, Rodgers. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Shreds the tackle. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop the throw.
Someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one can.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action after being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders, when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Start. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down. Start. Stiff-armed him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gets past 1 man. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point attempt to come here. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, Plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and it blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Still fighting for more. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Up the middle they go. Start. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Hoover fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
A beautiful fake. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. They'll run on 1st down. Holiday down to about the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try the left side. Stark escapes the defender. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hoover. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
To throw on 3rd down. Hoover. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he'll take this to the other inside of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On third down, to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Got a man, it's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Holiday. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
Second and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is next, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Holding offense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Start. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw. Hoover. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Start. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Back now in Miami. Oh, what a juke into space. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Up the middle they go. Shipley. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Miami set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Hoover. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's to the 15, and just shutting him off there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Start, shrugs him off. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the The Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
And if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throwing on first down, but this one runs up to be incomplete.
Give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Collins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Shipley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 34.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, Shipley. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. On second down now, Shipley, as it comes with a minute 25 left to go in the contest. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they head to the sideline. What to do next? Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, Brandon, we get to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
So for the Seahawks, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home